Hey Ovi Tribe, thanks for joining me today. Today we wanted to announce the winner of the TopQuilt giveaway that we did on our live stream, as well as cover a few things specific to our TopQuilt and just letting you know some of those things for those of you that are about to receive your TopQuilts. We had about 3 times more people order the TopQuilts than we expected, which is awesome, but it also means we're stocking out. We've got about 30 units of each size kind of in limbo right now. Once those get to an Amazon fulfillment warehouse, that's it. That's all we're going to have for a few months, actually. So been really, really cool to see the launch and to see all the positive feedback and everything like that. But if you are interested in getting a TopQuilt after this video, you may want to make that happen soon. We're not emailing we probably won't email the email list again about it because there's probably not going to be enough for us to email our email list without selling out of them. So anyways, so I'm going to announce the winner of this at the end, but really quick, I wanted to cover a couple things because I feel like there are some crucial things with LoftTek that we wanted to cover. So when you first get your bag, if you're familiar with down bags, when you first get a down bag, you also have to get it out, fluff it up. Some people put it in the dryer to fluff it up. You might find it pretty similar to our LoftTek bag. When you first pull it out, it's going to be compressed for a little while. It's going to want to kind of stay a little bit compressed, and so you do want to loft it up. However, it's going to be a little bit different than down. So typically with down, you just kind of leave it out there and it's going to loft up and everything's working fine. Or you go throw it in the washer, or excuse me, the dryer, maybe with some tennis balls, it's going to break it up. With LoftTek, it's a little bit different. I've put them in the dryer, we've spun them around, we've put tennis balls in there, and it doesn't quite work the same. For whatever reason, it just doesn't loft up well in the dryer. So what I typically do, and you know, my experience from especially washing it, when it's really cool when you take these out of a washer with a spin cycle, they're practically dry, which is just really, really cool. But anyways, what I typically do, so let's say I'm pulling this out for the first time, and let's say it feels a little bit clumpy, needs to kind of loft up. What I do is I usually lay it over just like this sideways. And then I just kind of run my hand down it, and any place that I feel like there's a little bit of clustering or balling up, I just kind of massage in there and it spreads it right out. If you hold this up and shake it around and whatnot, I mean, you're going to actually kind of make it worse. When it lays flat, it actually distributes really, really well. It's the best way to get it to distribute. So laying it flat, I run my hand along it. If I feel any clustering or anything like that, I just roll that out, and then it stays really, really well. The only time you might have to do this is if you're packing it for a long period of time or anything like that. So just wanted to cover that. It's like I say, it's a lot like down, and with down, same types of things. You got to take it out, you got to loft it and things like that. But it does loft up really quick. But sometimes you just got to kind of massage that around and it spreads it right out and you're good. But there's no need to put it in the dryer and let it tumble or anything like that. Other things I wanted to cover really quick. Storage. So this is going to be more durable than a down. However, you still, it's kind of that good, better, best. You could leave it compressed like this. We do expect that it would last and do really fine, but we don't have that long-term testing, especially getting it really compressed and leaving it long-term. But I'm going to try to get back to you guys on that. So what I do recommend, though, is treating it just like any other synthetic. And any high-end synthetic, it's still recommended that you don't leave it compressed. So packing it into a pillowcase would be better. Even opening it up, hanging it from a closet or something like that is going to be your best option. Again, it's not necessarily required for the synthetic, but I do just want to say that, with any high-end synthetic, you typically treat it decent. You don't leave it stored like that. We'd say the same thing. As far as washing goes, it says totally machine washable, but it does still have these really, really lightweight fabrics. And so what you do want to do is you want to wash it in anything without an agitator in it. So a top-loading washer with that center spindle, that agitator, you're not going to want to wash this in there. It's going to get wrapped up around that agitator, and it has the potential to tear the fabric or stitching or something like that. So anything that doesn't have an agitator, front loaders obviously are a go, or there are some top loaders now without agitators. Those would work fine to wash this bag. Good, better, best on this, because it is a synthetic. You could use normal wash, like normal cleaner right, that you would use for your clothing. Better though than that would be to use some Nikwax products, just because it would help preserve the DWR coating on the shell, and it may even help preserve the siliconizing of the fabrics, even though the siliconizing is really, really durable. So, all right, so we're just about to announce the winner. Last thing though, for those of you that haven't used top quilts before, just a few quick things. First, make sure that you're sleeping on an insulated pad. Obviously, you're going to want to make sure you're sleeping on an insulated pad for any sleeping bag or anything like that, but it can be a little bit more advantageous since you are open in the back. So make sure you've got an insulated pad. Make sure that you're wearing head protection, so a beanie, a balaclava. My favorite thing to do is wear a fleece balaclava, that if I breathe into it, fleece stays really, really warm, and so it's not a big deal to breathe into it and get it a little bit wet or condensated. And then if I do want to, I might put a down beanie on the inside of that balaclava or something like that. So head protection. And then because when you're rolling around with these or moving in the night and stuff, you might have that small potential for drafts. I like to wear a base layer. I wear a base layer in a sleeping bag, but a base layer in a top quilt is also pretty nice if you want to plan on that. But just a few tips. So let's jump over and announce our winner. So we have randomly selected a winner from the comments and subscribers on our channel, and the winner is Dallas Simmons. Dallas Simmons, if you want to send us an email with your info, you have won a new top quilt. Make sure to email us soon before we stock out, or you might have to wait a couple months. No, just kidding. We'll try to reserve you one. But make sure to email us, Dallas. You did win. Thanks everybody for entering that giveaway and being a part of this. We're really, really excited to have this top quilt. Obviously, you guys are as well. We've had so many orders, just way more than expected. We're really excited for you guys to get it, test it, enjoy it, and give us some feedback on it. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll catch you on the next video.